Hey y'all, hey, good morning, and happy Sunday. My honey and I got up. My honey said he was hungry and he wanted something to eat, and today is his first off day in a while. So y'all know what I'm about to do, right? I'm about to feed my man. Period. Have you ever been in a place where something has happened and one person is telling their side and you're not really given like the opportunity to tell your side, and it's kind of like aggravating you because you can't tell your side? I asked that question because I feel like I'm in a season where God is trying to teach me that getting my point of view across or telling my side of the story isn't always necessary. Sometimes I have to learn how to, let him fight my battles. And it's not always the easiest thing to do, especially when it's like, not really, but really, like it seems like the whole world is against you, and it's like you just really want to tell your part. So I don't know who that's for. I don't know if it's just for me to just to say it out loud and realize what God is doing in my life, or if somebody else may be going through the same thing. Just know, God won't put no more on you than you can bear, and that's with his help. Sometimes life is just unfair, and sometimes, we can't always do what we want to do or say what we want to say, because sometimes when we try to fix a thing or do things our way, we can mess it up. So that's that.
Is this a little dirty deacon at your church or something? Who you in here? Oh man, I goes in on it. Yeah. Dirty deacon at the church. Yeah, I goes in on it. Nah, it's payback. The big payback too.
So what's your mama curfew? What you give?
Man, my mama don't even go nowhere. She barely even go. I don't know where she go is Sam's, beauty shop, and church. That's it.
How does it feel as a man to be able to take care of your mom?
That's what I always wanted to do. I used to tell my parents, hey, I'm gonna buy y'all a house. Yeah. So my dad was around for that. I bought him a house in 05.
Good.
And man, that was like a big day, because I ain't never see my dad break down crying. And so that was major. Yeah, that was major. Because I thought, to buy your parents a house, you had to be an athlete.
Yep.
Or a big time entertainer or something. Yeah. And really all you had to do is discipline yourself and, cut back on some of your lavishness and and buy it, so.
Your dad broke down crying?
Man, my dad broke down crying, broke down.
First time you ever saw him cry?
Man, not the first, but first time I saw him cry like that. I done seen him at church, get the little tear. He gonna stop it with the handkerchief with his initials on him. That's an old school pastor. They had their initials on the handkerchief. And but this time, everybody in that crying. I was like, oh man, y'all got me in there crying.
Did you surprise him?
Yeah. Well, I told him. I said, hey, Yeah, because I had just bought them a bedroom set. No, I'm lying. I bought that when they got in the house. I'm lying. I told them, I said, hey, get what y'all gonna take out of here, which was their living room set. They had just bought a living room set. And I said, and they gonna put that in the TV room upstairs. But I said, I'm gonna buy y'all new furniture and everything.
That's what you told me about new furniture.
You know, buy y'all new furniture and all that. And so my mom, you know how house buying go.
Yeah.
The closing got pushed back, and my mama was like, boy, you got us packing up all this stuff and we ain't going nowhere. I was like, oh yeah, little faith. You a first lady, you supposed to be a Christian. Whoa, you are horrible when it comes to believing. And so I had drove them by the house because I tried to.
So mom and I are out doing what we do best, or what she do best, which is shopping. Ma? Child, she don't want to say hey, she being rude today, but we have my shoes.
Let me see them on the end in that box right there, the 10 right there.
Honey pot in here. Honey pot. Right now, I'm really not in a good mood. However, I chose to take out my camera and record some real life-ish because I want y'all to understand that I'm a real person here in these YouTube streets. Although the YouTube girlies may have y'all thinking that shit don't happen in real life, but shit happens in real life, okay? At least in my life. And so right now I'm just kind of frustrated. I'm having car troubles yet again. I think the last time I mentioned car troubles to y'all was probably last year. If not last year, it was earlier in this year. However, I'm having car troubles again. Mind y'all, the issue that I'm having with my truck is the same issue I've been having. I've bought the same piece 3 times and I'm over this shit. Hey y'all, real quick, so I be trying to give y'all different scenery in the vlogs. I know almost every doggone video y'all see me in this doggone uniform, but if I let the truth be told, I'm here like 75% of the time. I'm just saying, I ain't even gonna say 50 because it seems like I'm here more than I'm at home, but whatever. So I wanted to update you guys. So the last footage you guys saw was my car, well, our car on the freaking tow truck, right? Okay, so that same day, not the same day, the very next day, because that happened on Saturday. So the very next day, our mechanic came, he told us what it was, and so we couldn't get the new part until the next day, which was Monday, right? And so we still needed to get back and forth to work, so we ended up getting a rental car. Now let me put y'all on real quick. Y'all probably already know this, but y'all ain't put me on, so that's how I made this mistake. Okay, so what I'm used to doing when it comes to a rental car is when I'm at home and local, I use Enterprise, never had an issue with them. And then when I go home to Louisiana, I always go on like cheaprentalcars.com or something like that. I put in the location, the days or whatever, and then it has like the cars, and then it says like what company they're with, and then I make my choice from there, being if I want a compact car, mid-size, yada yada yada. Okay, this time I did the same thing. I went on like cheaprentalcars.com or whatnot. The problem is, instead of me picking on one that had like the specific rental car company and then the car or whatever, I clicked on something that said Thrifty. I think it was Thrifty and 2 other companies, right? And it said like their choice or something like that. I picked on that because that was the cheapest one, obviously. And I didn't know like how long we were gonna do the rental. We ended up doing a rental for a week, y'all. We got to the rental car place. We waited for an hour. Babe had to go inside and remind the people that we were sitting outside waiting for a car. When those people gave us a car, those people gave us a freaking electric car. Now, to some of y'all, having an electric car may sound fun, but let me tell you something. It's not fun. So immediately when I saw that it was an electric car, I immediately was like, yeah, no, I don't want this. Please put me in something else, right? Those people told me if I wanted another vehicle, I would have had to pay $15 a day, right? Mind you, we were gonna have the rental for 7 days. $15 a day. You do the math, okay? You do the math. So I told them I wasn't gonna do that, so I had to end up taking the freaking electric car. So I got the electric car. I remember here at my job we had like a charger, so I thought I could just, you know, put it on the charger for the whole week and be okay. Wouldn't have to worry about looking for a charger and all that stuff. Well, my job only allowed me to charge that car for 4 days. The 4th day they realized, oh, it's a new car out here. And so they explained to me how the employees that park their car there, it's some paperwork and stuff that they have to fill out to charge the cars. Whatever. So Thursday was the last day I could charge the car there, right? Now, I was upset about it, but you know what? I'm gonna say I'm very grateful for those 4 days to be able to charge that car here at work, because the hell that my honey and I went through to charge that car, Friday and Saturday, the hell that we went through to charge the car. Okay, Friday night, you'll see in the next vlog where the gang and us went out to dinner, right? So Babe and I decided that we were gonna charge the car after we leave dinner. We sat at a flipping charger for an hour only to get 5 miles. Okay, only to get 5 miles. We were tired, falling asleep in the car. Y'all know most rentals don't come with tinted windows, so baby, we was fish bowling out there. Okay, wasn't doing that. So at this time, our truck was back on the road. And so the very next day, which was Saturday, my honey had to work. So the deal was, he take the electric car to work and I take the truck to run errands because I had a lot to do that day, right? Okay, so after he got off, the plan was we were gonna go and charge up the car at the mall. That was a fail because the chargers weren't working over at the mall. The ones that were working were already occupied. But I'm gonna tell you how God always keep a ram in the bush. In spite of what I was going through, or what we were going through at the time, an angel told us about another charger. The charger was fast charging. From that day until the day we took that car back was, y'all, when we went to the fast charger, the first charge was free. How it was free, we don't know, but we just gonna say thank you, Jesus. And then the very next day was the day that we were taking the car back. So we literally only had to, we sat at the charger for like maybe 10 minutes. And I didn't know like how the charging goes when it comes to like the electric stuff when it's going back, if that makes sense. Because you know, when you rent a car, when you take the car back, it has to have like a full charge on it. Well, electric cars are different. So I tried to call a freaking company, couldn't get nobody. I just kept getting the automatic service, couldn't speak to nobody. So I was like, forget it. So I Googled, and Google was saying something about as long as it's like 75% to 80% charge, then you know it's good or whatever. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna make sure it's like 95% charge, because we could not take another charge from those people. I was so happy. I was happy as hell to return that car. And if I could be honest with y'all, I wanted to freaking take that car back the very first day that that car was fixed, because the car ended up getting fixed on Monday. So it broke down on that Saturday. The car was back up on Monday. So we had 2 cars for an entire week or whatever. I wanted to take the car back earlier, but I found out that if you take a rental car back more than 24 hours than when it's originally supposed to be returned, there's like a $35 fee, at least with thrifty. Girl, who was gonna pay that? Nobody was gonna pay that. So I was just gonna rock it on out until Sunday when we had to return it. So I just wanted to come on here, let y'all know what ended up happening after we were going through our crisis with the car. So with that being said, I thank you guys so much for rocking with your girl. If you like this video, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It helps me a lot. If you are not subscribed, please go ahead and consider subscribing. We are lit here, period. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.